The Dow Jones Industrial Average down by a fraction. The Nasdaq rose 285. The S&P 500 advanced 44, and oil up to 72.04 a barrel. More at townhall.com.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. Here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, MediShare members like it a lot. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And MediShare is a proven thing, too, for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before November 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call and you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is November 15th. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number, 844-41-BIBLE. That's 844-41-BIBLE, 844-41-BIBLE.
There's mixed reaction in Israel to the U.S. presidential election. The latest from the Media Line's Michael Friedson.
Middle Eastern pundits agree that despite the satisfaction Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu displayed at President-elect Trump's victory, just how the two men's agendas will merge or diverge remains to be seen. Those who accept the view that the Israeli leader will stay steadfast in his need to fight the Iranian-backed Hamas terrorists, regardless of the amount of time it takes, may find a less willing ally in President Trump version 2, who has asserted his intent to conclude the war as soon as possible. This might mean accepting compromises Netanyahu consistently rejected, but which will set the starting point for the state of the U.S.-Israel relationship this time around. I'm Michael Friedson, Town Hall News, Jerusalem.
News and analysis at themedialine.org and townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters reporting.
After a warm, humid day and a few spotty storms or showers, we'll have more of that repeated daily now, Friday, Saturday, as well as Sunday into the weekend. Strong onshore southeast flow. Flood advisory for those areas not protected by levees, including the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Could be a sprinkle or a spotty shower or two tonight, the mid-70s. Rain chance about 30%. Return it again tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Low to mid-80s tomorrow, the same Saturday as well as Sunday. Step back in time to the Mobile Renaissance Fair and Pirates Festival. Family-friendly fun for all ages. 2 weekends, November 16th and 17th and November 23rd and 24th. Experience the magic of the Renaissance with jousting nights, fair maidens, and artisan crafts at the Medieval Village in Robertsdale, Alabama. More details, tickets, and directions now at gcrf.us. That's gcrf.us.
The views expressed on Only Good Vibes News Network are solely those of its hosts and guests. They in no way reflect the views of WGSO AM 990.
Good people, good music, good food, good arts, good energy, good information, good medicine, good time, good vibes, good news. Welcome to New Orleans' Only Good Vibes News Network.
When it's dark, look on the bright side. When it rains, wait on the sunshine. Everybody likes getting them good vibes, 'cause everybody's got a heart on the inside. We can take all the hard lessons, add little love, and then turn them into blessings. Don't complicate it, keep it simple. Just work hard, be nice to people.
That's right, folks. Work hard and be nice to people. We are here live in the studio.
Yeah! Welcome, everybody, in that radio world.
Only Good Vibes News Network, brought to you by
Motorsports
Motorsports Park.
Over on the West Bank.
Yeah, you're right.
Avondale.
We got
right?
Frenchy here in the studio today.
Yes.
We got all the stars. We got Leo in here today.
Sweet Tea.
Yeah, you're right. T's not on camera, but she's holding down the fort on the other side on the board.
As she do all the time, right, T?
Thanks for coming on and catching a good vibe. Wissy, you got some Zen cards for us today?
Yeah, I do, man. I just wanted to say, tell everybody welcome back. Thanks for your time.
Welcome
your time is the
back.
most important thing that you have. If you guys want to tune in and take a peek at us, you can look at us on our YouTube channel, which is Only Good Vibes News Network. And if you want to go ahead and give us a call and tell us how great we're doing, how terrible, how we're doing, and what we could do better, you can go ahead and hit us up at 504-556-9696. And so every day before we start, we'd like to set the vibe. I already burned the Palo Santo. So, we got these Zen cards. And the Zen card, I pull one with my left and one with my right just to set the show vibe up. The first one on my left-hand side is harmlessness. All beings fear violence. All beings fear pain. When you see yourself in your brothers and sisters, then how can you bring harm to them? Frenchy, how?
Boom. Topical, positive.
Yes.
Love it.
And then the next thing is, oddly enough, suffering. And I read this one to my mother-in-law once. I've been through this whole deck about 4 times. It's so good. That's why I keep doing it, right? So suffering. Suffering is, the cause of all suffering is craving, desiring things that you do not have. And suffering will follow. Realize this, and peace will be yours. Suffering will disappear. Content will reign. So I got to stop worrying about getting $1 million because I'm going to be suffering all the time.
That's right.
I
You
don't have it.
got to find contentment with what you have in this life, huh?
Yes, I do. And that's a very long practice. And also, French, you might want to stay close to that mic when you do speak because they won't be able to.
Let's introduce our guest. His name is Randy Leo Frechette. Many of you know him as Frenchy. He's a dear friend of the show, a dear friend of ours. Welcome to the studio.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's got Leo here with him. Leo, welcome to the studio.
Hello.
Brother Leo, that's my godson, by the way. It's my godson, by the way. Leo is a very smart.
Leo, is this your radio debut?
Yeah, I'd say.
Nice.
Welcome to show business.
Yeah, you're right. What a role welcoming. I'm super happy.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right. This guy's born for radio already.
Born for radio.
Ryan, we got a job for Leo because he's already.
We could make something happen. I think I could put him in my place.
Good Vibes Radio. So
All right.
I brought the best vibes I got.
There you go.
I brought
Yes.
My family with me. So,
Amen. Family is a positive vibe, and especially in times like this when there's so much division in the world, you definitely need to focus on your family, focus on your health, focus on your job, people around you that love you. Pay attention to that and keep grinding.
And focus on positivity. And that's one of the reasons we've got Frenchy here today. Frenchy is a very talented artist. He does a lot of paintings around. He's done posters for nearly every major festival here in town and many all over the country. And he has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for charity and continues to just spread good vibes with his work as a performance painter. So, Frenchy, thank you so much for what you do. And thanks for being on the show.
yeah, man, right back at you guys.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit, just maybe start at the beginnings, like how you got into this crazy activity you do. I mean, you literally take a blank canvas into some of the largest music or sports venues in the world, and you come out with a fully done work of art that you then share with the world. Tell us a little bit about how you got started.
Well, I started live painting. I was invited out by a band called Heavy Metal Horns many years ago. I actually started painting. I've been painting and drawing since I was a little kid, very much like Leo does, self-taught. And, I was a waiter. And in my waiter book, I had all these pictures of my paintings that I did. And I ended up running into a band, and they were like, hey, man, you should come on out and paint us live one night. And so I did. And right away, the first brushstroke, it was so free and wasn't, it was like love at first sight, but like love at first brushstroke.
First brushstroke.
I just knew it right away that it was something that I was going to continue doing.
Well, you really have stuck to it and made it your life's work, which is admirable.
Well, it's kind of funny. Like as a waiter, I used to get these balloons, right, for the kids. I started at TGI Fridays. I know it's kind of embarrassing. I can't believe I just admitted that.
But I worked at McDonald's.
Yeah, I used to get read up all the time because I wouldn't wear the flare. I'll tell them, I'm the flare. I'm the flare. I don't
Frenchy flare.
I don't need suspenders to get in the way. I'm trying to work over here. But I would bring the balloons, and I have a Sharpie, and it was in Orlando, so I had all these Disney characters memorized. And I'd sit there, and the kid, if there was a kid like 10 or under at the table, I'd bring him a balloon and be like, hey, kid, what's your favorite character? The kid be like, Princess Jasmine. And I'd be like, hey, right on. And I'd take the Sharpie, and I just to make like the Sharpie make a little cool squeaky noise on the balloon, and then the kid be like, and then once I get close to the end, and then I finish it, the kid would go like from confused to this big smile on their face.
They just light up, huh?
Right. And then it wasn't until like a year or so in the live painting that I realized, holy cow, this is kind of what's happening with adults as I'm painting live.
I've seen it at shows where people see your thing come together,
Jamie,
and at first
you have seen it.
At first, they're looking like, what is going on here? This is very strange. And then at the end of the show, they're like, oh, please let me take a picture. This is so wonderful. And it really makes their night. It really makes their experience a lot deeper.
Jamie got to witness it in Japan.
We certainly have been in some places with that. Huh?
We did a
So,
few things.
Frenchie, how old were you? You said you started when you was Leo's age, young. Like, I'm guessing what I want to really get back on is, how did you know that, like you could draw well? I mean, at what age? Like maybe, I mean, you always had a pen and paper.
It's just something I always did. It started with my mom and I. I have two older brothers, and so they didn't want to hang out with me, so I'd go hang out with my mom, and she would make a little scribble on paper, and she'd slide it over to me, and she'd be like, "Hey, make something out of that."
Oh, we used to play that game too. Like when we were waiting for like the waitress to come in the restaurant or something.
And then I'd scribble something and slide it to her, and she'd make something, and then that's pretty much where it all started. And I just always had a knack for drawing. I just drew all the time, and like anything in life, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it.
Amen. So actually, your mom started like doodling half of the thing. You picked it up, then you started to realize, you know what? I like doing this. I'm gonna do it when there is nothing. And then all of a sudden and I'm gonna speed up a little bit to the part where, like, when did you know, like you had a talent?
Well, that heavy metal.
I wouldn't, I still don't know I have a talent.
One thing we definitely live
without
in
a doubt. I mean,
modesty and humbleness.
It is. It's just, I always felt it in my heart, in my bones, that I was going to be an artist, and that was just just the way it was. And I had a brother that passed when he was 3, and I was only 18 months. And ever since I was a little kid, my mom would always, because I would draw, and she's like, "Wow, you're pretty good at that." She's like, "You know what? I'm pretty sure that's your brother Robert coming through you."
Wow.
And the
I believe
art.
that.
And she used to tell me that as a kid, and then we circled back, and she said it again when I got older, and that's when it really hit me, and it made sense.
We are talking to performance painter Frenchy here in the studio on the Only Good Vibes News Network today, and we're going to be right back after a few messages with a whole nother segment of talk and fun. We got the Whistle Monster in here, of course, as always.
Time to pay the bills.
We may even talk about our New Orleans Saints, but we are trying to keep it positive. Either way, come back and see us in about 5 minutes. We're going to be having a lot more for you.
Your virgin is your virgin, sister is your sister. Everyone want to make it, but if for one slice of bread, remember, make we break it. Good life with the good vibes. Virgin is your virgin, sister is your sister.
Get hype on game day with the official Whistle Monster bobblehead. This action figure means business. With his game day attire and trademark oversized whistlehead, grab yours today for only $40 at the following locations. Jam Nola, located at 2832 Royal Street, or at Empire State Deli, located at 447 St. Charles Avenue. But remember, you can always go to whistlemonster.com for all your monster gear. T-shirts, sweatshirts, bobbleheads, and even bumper stickers. This season, show off your New Orleans football spirit in style.
Big Easy Pet Shop and Rescue is a non-profit volunteer-run rescue. We provide adoption services and care for homeless animals across the New Orleans metro area. We also offer pet supplies and grooming services at our downtown and Marigny locations. The shops are located at 839 Spain Street and 513 Dumaine Street and are open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. weekdays and noon to 6 on Saturdays, noon to 5 on Sundays. We can be found on the web at BigEasyPetShop.com. Support local animals in need by shopping and adopting with Big Easy Animal Rescue.
Hi, this is Rusty from the Olive Branch Cafe. The Olive Branch Cafe pizzas, pastas, and salads are the West Bank's favorites. We use only the freshest ingredients and prepare everything daily, like our lasagna. Caesar salad with our homemade Caesar dressing and signature pizzas, including our Cajun trio, smoked sausage, chicken, and crawfish. Our lunch menu includes wraps, subs, soups, and salads, and everything starts at less than $12. West Bank born, West Bank raised, West Bank proud. The Olive Branch Cafe, Marrero and Algiers.
I'm Ference Toth, host of the Your Personal Bank Show. I use common sense as an entrepreneur, financial literacy educator, and speaker to understand how current events affect our money, economy, and our freedom. Grow your money safely, reduce taxes, increase returns, and create positive arbitrage with Your Personal Bank. Tune in to the Your Personal Bank Show, Saturdays at 11 a.m. or contact Ference at yourpersonalbank.com. The Your Personal Bank Show, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on
Chef Jamie Gwen here.
WGSO
Tune in for
990
delicious
AM, New
conversation
Orleans.
and let me feed your soul every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM, the community voice of the Crescent City.
Join me, J.C. Smith, on Stay Safe NOLA, Mondays at 5 p.m. as I discuss crime and how to stay safe in the Crescent City. Stay Safe NOLA, only on WGSO 990 AM.
You might be afraid to speak out for fear of cancel culture or losing your job. Christian Garrick Show on WGSO is your platform. Noon to 2, weekdays, right here on 990 AM WGSO.
Hi, this is Susan Berniker bringing you a new show, Health Connections, every Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. when we explore health from doctors, researchers, scientists, naturopaths, pharmacists, authors, fitness, and more. You'll be able to call in and ask your own health questions. So join me, Susan Berniker, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM with Health Connections.
What's up, my people? This is Derek Smoker Freeman. You're listening to the Only Good Vibes News Network with Jamie and Whistle right here on AM 990 in New Orleans. Yeah.
Everybody ain't breezy, and I hope you realize when you look into another person's eyes, you know today will be a very good day just to have a good day. You know today will be a very good day just to have a good day.
Good day.
Live at Only Good Vibes News Network, uptown and down in CBD, rather. I thought it
Brought
was
to you
uptown for
by
a second.
NOLA Motorsports Park.
On the West Bank. I couldn't get it out, man. We're so ready to talk about NOLA Motorsports. Frenchie knows all the people at NOLA Motorsports.
Ruth and Laney.
Absolutely
Love
correct.
those guys.
And
Actually,
they're
I
very-
was there for their wedding. I painted their wedding.
Nice.
I actually painted their first date. They were on their first date, and I was painting Walter Wolfman.
Nice.
And then Ruth introduced Laney to me, and then they went dance, and then Laney come running back. He said, "I gotta buy that painting, man."
Nice. Nice.
He's like,
next week.
he was in love already. And
nice.
those two of the nicest, kindest,
Oh my
most
goodness.
positive human beings on the planet. I love those guys.
I actually know
So much.
Laney and Ruth because of Frenchie, actually.
Oh, I
You
didn't
know.
realize that they introduced you guys.
Absolutely.
Leroy knows a lot of people because of it.
I do. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a positive situation.
It's a positive vibe.
Hey, the beautiful situation is
I actually know both of these guys for a really long time.
yeah,
I was Leroy's roommate for a year, so I'm like an honorary graduate of Grace King High School.
I'll just
And I'll be honest, the
Yeah.
good vibes thing. I lived with Leroy for a year, and this guy, he is all about the good vibes.
He lives the good
It really is. I take notes, and I'm just really honored, and I'm very grateful to
we are
call
all
both of
family
these guys
up in
my,
here.
my
And
good
you know,
friends.
the truth is,
I'm
like
really proud
Frenchie's
of 'em.
Leo is my godson, Tina is my sister, Frenchie's my brother. And the thing is, that's what life is about. Life is about, again, focusing back on the people that you love, taking care. And we have been fortunate. And I mean, I've been riding Frenchie's coattail for a long time. I mean, I've been hanging out with Frenchie for a long time. I like that one.
I still have
know
tinnitus
Frenchie
in my
love-
ears.
I'm all
because of
about
my-
the free
my good friend
serotonin
Leroy.
blast, by the way. Anytime I can get somebody some free serotonin, it's going down. So I just want to say one thing on this note, first of all. And I know I'm very humble. I'm very modest. I have, I am. And that's what Frenchie was being a second ago. I mean, it is true. And a lot of times people laugh because things are true. And they don't laugh because it's not true. Exactly. See, even mama knows that. So, Frenchie, for a second, I'm going to be 100% honest. I love that humbleness about you. And that's what makes you you. And that's why you and I are dear friends and family members. But an average person probably isn't going to be doing this like at the beginning of our things. We had a lot of 501(c)(3s and we had a bunch of that was on the first 11 shows, but we jumping over to the last 11 shows too for this year anyway, for just regular folks that you can meet at the shopping center that are enormous and just great people. And you're one of the first people that we wanted and we just like hanging loose. But we're going to dip into some 501(c)(3s and some people helping people in major ways because Frenchie's so humble and so kind. And he's on Funky Uncle, like Chris is on our show. And, he was like over $100,000 there. Steve Foundation, Steve Gleason Foundation, over 20 grand. Thomas Morstead Foundation, over 10 grand. Cookies for Cancer, 15 grand over there. Hogs for Cause, 5K. Trombone Shorty Foundation, 20K. Tipitina's Foundation, 25K. New Orleans Musicians Clinic, 25K. Backline, 5K. WWOZ, 15K. Ron Jaworski, 15,000. So, my brother, my friend, you are a known person and you are very special because this whole show is about your subconscious, your thought process, and what you put in it. And you should be putting in that I know you are, and I know this because I know you, but constantly, tell yourself these positive things. And these are amazing things. It's just like one of these things that somebody did for somebody is astronomical. And I really appreciate
the way you listed off there. Like it makes it seem like maybe that Frenchie was just giving this money to these.
He raised,
but he's raising this money through very much sweat equity, in that he goes there to the fundraiser and paints these events live, and then the paintings get auctioned off. And it is a lot of very hard, very deep work. I want people out there.
Yeah, we want you to feel the full.
It's not just writing a check.
Well, it's certainly something I want to talk about, but now that you guys brought it up, yeah, it's excuse me. There's really no, sorry about that. There's
take your time.
It's like there's really no words to explain what it feels like to be able to give back with something that was given to you.
Amen.
To circle back to my mom, my brother, and his soul, his spirit.
Amen.
I know that what I have is a gift. There's no doubt in my mind. And,
for sure, 100%.
I appreciate that. So every chance I get to give back, I try to do that.
I think more people should hear that. And I'll be honest with you, Frenchie. It's giving and helping people. It turns into an inside job, right? Like you literally, all these people here that you helped, like that has to make you feel good inside. And then from a talent that you had, that your mom and dad gave you, and your brother with that traumatic experience, you still many years later holding that up, and it's guiding the way spiritually. I can promise you that.
There's one that's not on there, but it was during COVID, and I was really fortunate to be able to help out with Tipitina's, and that really meant a lot to me because they give so much back to the community, and I've had so many magical moments there. I just want to give a shout out to the guys from Galactic and for Tank, of course, for holding it down.
Everybody on Napoleon and Tour.
Yeah,
Chop
for
Tours.
real. That was really special. That and of course working with Chris Berry and the Fridays from the Funky Uncle, and being able to do that all throughout COVID, and being able to give money back to gig workers and musicians, and that's just out of such a crazy time, and to be able to find something to turn it into a positive situation was really just an honor to be part of all that.
In my family, I like to say we take lemons, what perceived to be bad news, lemons, turn it into lemonade, make a stand, turn a profit, and then make a franchise. That's pretty much what you're doing. Like you're helping all these people here who need help and doing things, and you're coming to their rescue, man. And you're taking from when they're feeling real down to putting something. It is not literally the money's not going in your bank account, it's going to them, but you have another, and then the whole a lot of people don't know this, that I'm a fine arts major that's a national salesman that's now a radio host. But the truth is,
and a whistle
it's also a very organic way that you use the medium, not more than just the medium of the paint, but the medium of the energy from your brother, from the talent that you have to give to some people in large amounts. And understand that, stay focused, and understand that that is the mission. That's pretty. It's pretty impressive.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's all about putting the good vibes back out. I mean, that's what I do is I try to capture that energy. And people there's seeing live music, dancing, and you're channeling that energy and you're putting it back in every brushstroke. And you can only hope that once that leaves and go wherever that painting travels to, that it's still emanating positive vibes.
That's amazing, Frenchy. We're gonna have to pay some bills here shortly, but I want you to
It's
think
almost
about
like
this.
you're freezing the positive vibes in the paint there and sending it out into the world and ripple out.
Absolutely. And one of the things we're gonna get in when Frenchy comes back, I want you to think about this over the break, Frenchy. When did you know from like the fact of painting flat, like in a studio kind of thing, to I'm going out live, or did you just start out live? You don't have to answer it now, but think about
I
that.
didn't start.
But we're
I was
gonna be
invited.
Right.
That's
Heavy
how
metal
it is.
horns.
But
That's
save
the
all
birth-
that.
the
Save
birth.
all that to after the break. We're gonna pay some bills. Frenchie loves to be touched. If anybody's wondering, if you see him, just go touch him.
If you're not already, you can join us on the YouTube. You can see us here live in the studio. We have Leo here in the studio today. We have
Leo,
Frenchie.
my
We're going to
godson.
be talking to them right after the break. We're gonna
I want to
go
tell
pay some
Katie Hoffman
bills
we love you too,
and
baby.
Right back
You're
with
sweet.
some only good vibes.
Who dat?
Only Good Vibes News Network is brought to you in part by NOLA Learning Support,
providing educational therapy for students kindergarten through college with dyslexia and other mild to moderate learning difficulties.
Contact them at NOLALearningsupport.com.
They provide help for struggling students using research and experience to improve self-confidence and reinforce reading and writing skills.
NOLALearningsupport.com. Supporting young people is a great cause.
Looking for action-packed fun? Come experience the excitement of NOLA Motorsports Park, just minutes from downtown New Orleans.
Feel the thrill of racing on our world-class karting tracks. Perfect for all ages and skill levels. Planning a special event? Host your next party or corporate outing with us for a unique and exciting experience.
Keep an eye out for an exhilarating new attraction coming soon at NOLA Motorsports Park. This October, don't miss our spine-chilling zombie paintball event. Gear up and take on the undead in an epic paintball battle.
Ready to join the fun? Visit NOLAMotorsports.com to book your adventure today. NOLA Motorsports Park,
where excitement never stops.
Hey, Mimi, we love Wednesdays, but we're moving to a new time.
Listen to He Said, She Said, Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
As usual, we'll be discussing and debating the hot topics.
And taking your phone calls.
You can find out who's right. Of course, that's me.
No, wait, Jeff, I'm never wrong. Remember, happy wife, happy life.
So we'll have a lot to talk about on He Said, She Said.
Listen to the Crew of Crew Air, Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
Right here on WGSO.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Colleen Crane. Governor Jeff Landry's tax plan to lower income taxes for most Louisianians is being debated in the special session, and during discussion on a bill to create a flat 3% income tax, State Representative Matthew Willard, a Democrat from New Orleans, said Landry's plan does not provide substantial tax savings for low-income workers.
Although this plan saves everybody money, the majority of people who truly benefit from it don't need much financial help. And the people who do need financial help are saving $200, $300 a year.
Louisiana Revenue Secretary Richard Nelson countered Willard's argument by saying the proposed tax changes would improve the state's economy if enacted and will attract more jobs to Louisiana.
That's where Louisiana struggled for a very long time. And I think the goal of this entire package, including this bill, is to put Louisiana on a path to see that.
The House Ways and Means Committee approved the bill to reduce the personal income taxes in a 15-3 vote. LRN.
Hey, y'all. Fall festivities are in full effect this weekend. November 7th through 10th, Port Barry Cracklin Festival. November 8th through 10th, Karen Crow Save Seasoning Fest. November 9th, Thibodeauville Fall Fest. And through the 10th, check out the Covington Three Rivers Art Festival. Visit festivals.explorelouisiana.com and make your plans to laissez le bon temps rouler.
Healthcare.gov has plans for health because you have plans for life. All plans cover doctor visits and emergency care to keep you and your family running strong. All plans cover hospital stays and prescriptions so you can have peace of mind. Visit healthcare.gov to explore health plans from the brands you know. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Enroll at healthcare.gov by December 15th for coverage starting January 1st. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Get hype on game day with the official Whistle Monster bobblehead. This action figure means business. With his game day attire and trademark oversized whistle head, grab yours today for only $40 at the following locations. Jam Nola, located at 2832 Royal Street, or at Empire State Deli, located at 447 St. Charles Avenue. But remember, you can always go to whistlemonster.com for all your monster gear. T-shirts, sweatshirts, bobbleheads, and even bumper stickers. This season, show off your New Orleans football spirit in style.
Only Good Vibes News Network is brought to you in part by NOLA Learning Support,
providing educational therapy for students kindergarten through college with dyslexia and other mild to moderate learning differences.
Contact them at NOLALearningsupport.com.
They provide help for struggling students using research and experience to improve self-confidence and reinforce reading and writing skills.
NOLALearningsupport.com. Supporting young people is a great vibe.
Hi, this is Kate Delaney from America Tonight. The show kicks on at midnight, and I'm loving the overwhelming support in New Orleans. What a group of fantastic listeners here on WGSO 990 AM. Join me every morning to catch up on what I call the buzz in your backyard and mine. You'll hear some of the most interesting people on the planet from the world of business, politics, sports, and, well, just intriguing people with a story to tell. If you're around, give us a call. Don't worry, I'll spit out the number plenty of times on the air. Let's agree to meet at midnight right here on WGSO 990 AM in New Orleans.
Hello, this is Jack Clay. I want to thank all my listeners and the support I get here at WGSO for making our program, The Jack Clegg Show, successful. Along with that success has come a change in time zone. No, we're not moving to the Pacific time zone, but we are changing the time of our show. Now, for the immediate future, we'll be 11 a.m. to noon on Tuesday and Thursday. Callers are welcome. That's a Jack Clegg Show at 11 a.m. to noon. Thanks for listening.
This hour of programming is brought to you in part by me, Mr. Everything. Don't settle for anything. Ask for everything. Who dat?
And we're back just like that. Hey, it's magic. You love
Only
that?
Good Vibes News Network.
Yes, and we are brought to you guys all over the world. I mean, we've had callers from Spain. We have listeners in France. There was another place. There was 3 wild places that I could not believe that we had callers from and people listening to. So all those people listen all around the world. We want to let you know that we're brought to you by Only Good Vibes News Network is brought to you by NOLA Motorsports Park on the West Bank. And what's that? Avondale.
We're talking here live in the studio today with the Frechettes. We've got Randy Leo, also known as Frenchy, and then we have Leo Frechette here too. Leo, your dad is become a pretty well-known artist in the time I've known him, and I'm sure that you go to school with other kids whose dads are like, say, lawyers or doctors or bus drivers. But my question for you is what's it like having a dad who does something a little bit different for a living than most other dads?
It's really interesting. I like it quite a bit. You know, it's cool. I enjoy it. You know?
So you think you'll keep him, right? Like you're not going to trade him in like a car.
Oh no, never.
Okay.
Does your dad inspire you? And
Yeah, I'm inspired by him all the time. I love drawing just like him.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So we may be having a little
He's
artist.
very, very good. He's actually better than I was at his age.
Yeah. I have a lot of fun drawing in general. It's amazing.
I got to be honest here, Leo. I got to tell you, man, you are a very special kid. Not only because you're my godson, you're one of my really good kid, but how talented with the Legos. I mean, this guy, you guys don't even know how much stuff this guy can do. Like you can listen to it, his voice, it exudes confidence. He's not like some little shy kid in there. He's like, yeah, I love talking. Like, And that's important, man. And I think that your mom and dad do a great job. I always tell people this about whoever. If the kid's great, if the kid's crummy. I like that's the parents. It really is. The parents do everything. And like the person, like with you, man, I'm like, congratulations, T. Congratulations, French. And I know I have a 29-year-old daughter. It is not easy raising a small human to turn into a tall, normal, big, strong, smart, educated human.
Leo,
And there's no instructions.
When you're talking to your friends at school and they say, "Hey, my dad works on cars for a living. What does your dad do?" What's your answer to them? How do you explain what your dad
I usually say that he paints. Like he's an artist and he paints a lot. Yeah, it's what I usually say. Yeah, it's easy.
So, Leo, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How you liking jujitsu, buddy?
Oh yeah, it's fun, dude. Wrestling class. It's really fun.
But what about Matthias?
Matthias?
He's my guy. I love him. You like Matthias?
Oh yeah. He's great. He's a great professor. I've only had him like a couple times, but he's really good at teaching. Like,
you heard that, Matthias? I know that Steve's listening
I'm
probably.
gonna
so you can
circle
tell
back
Matthias.
to Leo's drawing because
Sure,
it's not.
sure.
I used to draw a lot as a kid, but I never put the stories together. Leo has these amazing stories. Like it's really, Jamie, you would be a big fan of it because
So you're doing
Jamie's
like
a
little narrative
storyteller.
stuff with your drawings?
yeah, it's very narrative. Yeah, it's very narrative. I'm like, the stories themselves are inspired by comics, right? But not just American comics, like Japanese comics to be exact, manga. It's I find the stories in them extremely interesting, and I love to draw. I love to draw stories like those. Right?
So, Leo, how old are you, buddy?
12.
Wow.
Now, your father is very influenced by music and very, very inspired by music. Are you also inspired by music?
I would say I'm not that inspired by music, to be honest, but I do love music. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not in general
There
inspired
yet.
by music.
Yeah, because you're not 21 yet, are you?
Yeah, no.
Okay, because when you
He's
become
almost
21,
got
you'll be able to go
Not
see
Like
a
Us
concert, go
memorized.
to a bar.
How good
Right.
is your how good is your memory?
I was just double checking. Like maybe
Yeah,
I thought you might be trying to trick me and tell me you were 12 and you're really 21. I don't know. Because
Yeah.
you sound so much more older than your age. And people used to say that about me, but I think that's a sign of wisdom.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you, Leo is a positive dude, man. Like, I mean, he's a positive human being. Like he always has a real positive spin on things, and
the moms and
I
pops.
like to think that I'm kind of a half cup, full guy, but Leo, he's been there for me more than once to lift my spirits up as well.
See, that's
It's pretty amazing, man.
and that last sentence about lifting you up, like Montana, a kid to be able to lift you up is a whole nother lifting up, right? Because that's you, that's everything that you have, that's who you are. And here you are at and this almost gets me emotional sometimes because it's like, there's a lot of things. I'm not gonna get into it because I am not crying on the radio. But
Come on now, we were so close. You almost had a breakthrough. You almost had a breakthrough.
A breakthrough of what?
I know this one quote that my father here always loves that I said like on a car ride. It was about how everything is made of atoms, so there is no opposite besides emotions, feelings, and thoughts.
Hold on. Now, a few minutes ago, I literally thought, and to myself, I was trying to pull myself back because I love you so much, but like, I really feel like, look at those love things popping up over there. People are loving this. Leo, you're going to be on this show every week. So anyhow, I felt like when we're talking to you here, this is your first time on the radio, I really feel like we're seeing someone like a young Frenchie or a young trombone shorty or a young Ivanhoe, somebody who's really good at what they do. Because when you see them and you think about other kids that age, then, they're just, and again, it goes back to the parents. Kids are like little sponge parakeets that I say.
Well, I used to always say the quote. I'm wearing the James Booker shirt, and Leo. I always used to say that James Booker used to say that everything's got an opposite. you know, and if I love you, I hate you, and if I hate you, I love you, baby, you know. And then Leo was like, well, you know, that's really not right, Dad. Everything's made of atoms, so everything's kind of made of the same stuff. Where everything's the same, and the only thing that's really got opposites is emotions. And I was like, you know what, you're right, because you know, and in hindsight, that's what Booker was saying too. The love and hate thing is, so those are the opposite. But I was thinking everything was kind of, anyways. But
So
anyways,
Leo,
well,
I think you should do the Zen cards from now on, because that's an extremely Zen thought you've got.
It is. I'm gonna trust me. I'm already going on Amazon and buying some and sending them over.
Some of these Leo Zen cards.
Yeah, you can
Special
start
only
writing
Good
them.
Vibes News Network. Leo
Yes.
Frechette Zen cards.
Yeah,
Look
so-
for them this Christmas.
Yes, what Leo does is, you know, brings love to people and brings out love and energy in everyone that he sees. And the guy is just always happy. And when I say guy, I mean, I'm thinking about it, talking to about a 12-year-old. Like, his spirit is so huge and so big, which is a really good thing. And Leo, I'm going to tell you something right now, buddy. Please listen to your parents and keep the course that you're going, because it is an amazing thing. And it's very, very rewarding to see this generation like yours. The kids can like come up and think about things like that and look at the atoms thing is still sticking with me. I love science, and I think you are already past me up in science. I'm serious. Your boy's like dropping atoms or this, and we like wait a minute, what? Like, I love science and math. I'm not as good in both of them, but I love them so much. I love history more, dude. I can remember history a lot. But Leo, do everything, man. Your parents tell you they're doing a heck of a job with you. Thank you so much for always coming in and like just being Leo. And that's what I want you to focus on. Be Leo. You know, because you know, I'm gonna steal this from John Baptiste. I'm not gonna steal. I'm borrow it. And he says, you know, be yourself because everybody else is already taken.
Yeah.
And you're doing a heck of a job being yourself, kid. So look, today we're gonna do a little shake up.
Well, what do we got going?
Instead of having the doc and having Scorch on, we're going to open it up to some calls. We're going to have people call in. I'm going to talk to Ron about, you know what? Your New Orleans Saints.
Oh, geez, we're going to open up that can of worms today on the air. Huh?
Hey, we got a new coach, Rizzy, man. There's some positive stuff, you know? I mean,
We're spilling the worms.
yes. So one of the good things that we have to do in life is always treat others with respect, always be helpful, always try and be better. And remember, have humility, empathy, and compassion for yourself. Because if you don't have empathy, humility, and compassion for yourself, then you can't give it to anyone else.
That's right. You're listening to the only Good Vibes News Network here on 990 AM WGSO. We're talking to the Frechettes today, Frenchy and Leo, and we're just having a really
Sweet
good time
tea
here in
too,
the
baby.
studio. You can join us on the YouTube as well if you're interested in taking a look.
Absolutely. And one thing I want to tell you is that we love you. Don't forget that.
Get hype on game day with the official Whistle Monster bobblehead. This action figure means business. With his game day attire and trademark oversized whistle head, grab yours today for only $40 at the following location. Jam Nola, located at 2832 Royal Street, or at Empire State Deli, located at 447 St. Charles Avenue. But remember, you can always go to whistlemonster.com for all your monster gear. T-shirts, sweatshirts, bobbleheads, and even bumper stickers. This season, show off your New Orleans football spirit in style.
Only Good Vibes News Network is brought to you in part by NOLA Learning Support,
providing educational therapy for students kindergarten through college with dyslexia and other mild to moderate learning differences.
Contact them at NOLALearningsupport.com.
They provide help for struggling students using research and experience to improve self-confidence and reinforce reading and writing skills.
NOLALearningsupport.com. Supporting young people is a great vibe.
Looking for action-packed fun? Come experience the excitement at NOLA Motorsports Park, just minutes from downtown New Orleans.
Feel the thrill of racing on our world-class karting tracks. Perfect for all ages and skill levels. Planning a special event? Host your next party.
or corporate outing with us for a unique and exciting experience.
Keep an eye out for an exhilarating new attraction coming soon at Nola Motorsports Park. This October, don't miss our spine-chilling zombie paintball race. Gear up and take on the undead in an epic paintball battle.
Ready to join the fun? Visit NOLAmotorsports.com to book your adventure today. NOLA Motorsports Park,
where excitement never stops.
Hey folks, it's Jeff Cruier. I've been with WGSO for 17 years as host and now president and general manager. WGSO is a community-based radio station, a nonprofit, locally operated. We believe in cultivating local talent and emphasizing local programs. If you have an interest in hosting your own program, then we have some prime spots available for you. Take advantage of this great offer. Email me at jeff@wgso.com or call me at 504-669-6076. Come fulfill your radio dreams at WGSO.
Hey, it's Kevin Carr with your personal sneak preview invitation to join me on Sunday evening from 8 to 9 for Fat Guys at the Movies. Each week, I give you my take on the newest movies and movie news, but in a fun way. Not like those stuffy movie review snobs who take themselves way too seriously. I tell you if the new movies rock or not. Yes, it's fun for all ages with Fat Guys at the Movies. I'll see you Sunday evening at 8 on WGSO 990 AM.
What's up, my people? This is Derek Smoker Freeman. You're listening to the only Good Vibes News Network with Jamie and Whistle right here on AM 990 in New Orleans. Yeah.
You got the accent, Joey the positive, eliminate the negative.
Eliminate the negative. Yes, that's what we do here. We put positive vibes in people's lives. You know why we do that? And you know who made it very possible for us? Jamie, why don't you tell us who made it possible for us?
That's Nola Motorsports Park on the West Bank. You can find them over there. You can go bring your race car over there, zip around the track.
You got to be really rich to have a race car. First,
rent a go kart. You get there's a big arcade. You can go in there and throw hatchets.
Leo.
Get out if you're angry about something. You know, maybe something happened recently you didn't agree with. You're angry about it. Go over there, grab a hatchet, throw it at the target. Feel good.
Keep your eyes on the targets, please. No apocalypse zombies, because that just happened. I think the apocalypse zombies are all paintball.
I don't know. Might have been so popular they might run it all the way to Christmas.
Oh, really?
Pretty
Wow.
soon they'll be shooting Santa
Zombies
and his elves
at
over
Christmas.
there.
That's gonna be like my
Positive
mother-in-law.
vibes. Positive vibes.
Having Christmas in July. I was blabbering my mouth, so I didn't really listen. So one of the things that we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do something a little different. Frenchy, I asked you before, when did you realize or make the move from just being able to be a person that's very talented, that can draw, that can paint, and a lot of studio kind of settings, and then all of a sudden out into the real world? Like,
well, you know, it just happened organically, man. You know, I was 19 and self-taught, and I needed to pay rent, so I got a job selling Volkswagens because I look like my brother Ronnie, and he was like one of their top salespeople, so they hired me.
Oh, yeah, they look alike. It's his twin.
We did awesome.
Sell the heck out of it.
Yeah, I got a per diem, and like,
how'd you do?
Got to drive you. I was horrible, and it was like 70 hours a week, so I had no time to paint in my studio back at my little apartment. So I was like, why the hell would I just go wait tables? And nobody would hire me until finally TGI Fridays hired me, and then I was able to spend more time painting. And then I got hooked up with Cafe 22 Tango in Orlando, which is like a restaurant that has artist stations, and that's when I started painting live. That's when I started painting in front of people. As I got accepted to show my art at this 22 Tango place. They had one in Florida, which closed, and I think they still have one in Buckhead. I'm not sure, but it was an awesome concept. And yeah, that's now I think about it. I really don't think about it that often, you know, the whole origin thing, because I'm just trying to
Eye on a prize.
because you know, when you choose to become an artist for a living, you really got to be, you know,
all in, huh?
crazy. No, but you got to believe in yourself, and you got to look towards the next day. You know, kind of like a quarterback. You know what I mean? There's
Play
no-
for the next game.
Yeah,
Right?
there's no. You don't think about the last play.
So
you keep
kids
moving
out
forward.
there, this is very important. And the message of the sentence that Frenchie was just talking about, he basically was at a job that he felt that, that was comfortable. They got him in. He knew that he had connections. He got it. But then he realized, like deep down inside, like his talent, like he knew, like he needed to do something else. Like he just knew that wasn't the thing for him. So the part I'm saying is, you're at a job, you doing things, and it can be difficult. I'm pretty sure it was like difficult. Like, I don't even have a job until TGI Fridays came along, and you know what I mean. But you still had
At one
you're
point, I had
following
like
your heart.
2-3 different restaurants I worked at, just so I could, make rent and have time to. I still, even though I was working at all those restaurants, I wasn't working 70 hours selling cars.
Guys, I think we've got a call coming in. I think we've got someone on the line. Can we patch him through?
Who is this calling? Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, boys, who that?
What up?
Oh, that sounds like my brother Roger.
Howdy.
What up, Raj? How you doing, bro?
Leo, my little nephew.
Yes.
My gosh.
Uncle Raj, what's up, buddy? Thanks for calling.
And I'm just sending you the best vibes ever, Florida. You guys rock.
Yes. Oh, Raj has got the hearts going crazy,
Thank
man.
you, big brother.
We love you, man. Roger, did we make Rogers already a New Orleanian? I don't know. I mean, I know you love Florida, Roger, but you've been here a lot.
Honorary.
One day I'll be there forever.
Well, I mean, you're always here forever in your heart. I don't know anybody got more miles on their car coming from Florida to New Orleans besides you.
Get a new one every 2 years.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
I
That's
think
so
we
awesome.
even have a second call. This might be our busiest show ever. We got another call coming in.
I mean,
I think it's because Leo's here. I really do.
It is. Leo has broken the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow, not again.
Not again. This guy is awesome, man. So Raj, honestly, you got
Yes, sir.
when did you realize your brother was extremely talented with painting? And like when you guys were younger, I guess the question I want to ask is, like, when did you did you and Ronnie look at him and like, this kid is really talented? Like, when did you guys know in your
They
heart?
definitely did not look at me like that.
I'm let him answer.
Like,
Let
this
him
guy-
answer.
One of the first albums I ever bought was Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. And he did a drawing of that, which is epic. Remember
So-
that, my little brother?
How old was that? So I mean, I don't want to tell your age on the air, but Led Zeppelin is are they alive?
I don't
No, I'm
think
joking.
I
No,
was
I'm
in-
just joking, Raj.
I was no, Raj. I was like in 6th or 7th grade.
Okay, yeah. So see, they
So
knew
we've
exactly.
actually got another caller. Let's patch him in through. I think we can take both callers
I
at once.
remember that.
Can you?
You're live on the air. Who do we have here?
Hello.
Pete.
Who's this?
It's Peter.
Peter.
Peter, welcome to the show. What
Hi,
can we do
Pete.
for you?
How you
today?
doing, buddy?
Hello, Peter.
Hey, little guy. Hey, I was just calling in. You know, I'm a big fan of Frenchies.
Oh, I know who this is. This is Becky. What's up, Petey? Oh, Becky, Beck. What's up, dude?
Pete Becknell, my first best friend ever in New Orleans.
What?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
Pete
joking.
Becknell.
Sorry,
joking.
Leroy.
Hey, Pete
You knew
introduced
it
me to
was
Frenchie. Pete
Yeah,
introduced me to
I
Frenchie.
You
met
guys
Pete
knew
on my
Frenchie
very
before me.
first
You
day
guys
in
knew
New Orleans.
Frenchie
It happened to be his birthday. He used to January 25th, 1997. I got here at 9:30 a.m. I met Pete right about 9:30 p.m.
Wow,
Peter, thanks
look
for
at that. So
calling
that's
in
like you're
today.
literally like your first
Before
friend in New
we run
Orleans.
out of time, I want to tell you that
Yep.
you guys are missing a lot of events that he has given paintings for. I mean,
Oh yeah, Pete.
It's only an hour show, Pete. It's, you know what I mean?
No,
like
well-
this guy's painted
well,
Olympics.
Pete was like my first manager back when I first started out, and we did a lot of work together. We did thousands of paintings together, and been around the world. And fill me in, Pete.
Which ones that jump out to you?
hundreds of paintings that you've given off in good faith and good charity for all kinds of people.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
That-
So Pete, here's the thing, man. We really excited to talk.
Wait, hold on. Here's the thing. A lot of times when this would happen, they'd throw the thing up for auction. And
And I'd leave the room.
So
I feel like we're
so
gonna have
Pete,
to
we're
have a
gonna
whole
need
nother
you to
show
we're gonna
on
need Pete to hold.
Frenchy.
We need both of you guys to hold on.
We're out of time.
Oh wow,
out of
guys!
time
So
for the
look,
hour.
that was
Thanks for calling in, Roger.
time
Thanks
sure
for
does
calling
have
in,
you have fun when you
This
have
has been another episode of the Good Vibes News Network. I want to remind everybody out there listening that the world is full of good people. If you don't see one,
be one.
Talk to you next
Who
week.
that? Yeah, you're right. We love you guys. Thank you for your time. And remember, put positive vibes in people's lives, man. Come on.
Only Good Vibes News Network is conceptualized by Leroy Mitchell and produced by Jamie Bernstein. Special thanks to all of our listeners, sponsors, and WGSO Radio.
And we also want to give big props to BJ Russ for doing so much behind the scenes and Chris Barrett for his unwavering support.